as an experienced biblical counselor, Bob doesn't let you forget this throughout his book, even while he remains thoroughly practical. Speaking of practical, that is the second way this book is unique. Bob offers a number of strategies for addressing different types of troubles in a marriage. Each provides a fresh angle of approach suitable to a number of different needs. Bob's experience in the counseling room and his desire to see marriages reflect the beauty of Jesus' love are strongly displayed. These strategies involve different ways of helping couples reshape the way they see and respond in their marriage. Bob may surprise you in how he accomplishes this. For example, one of his strategic focuses is on resurrection, the truth that because Jesus died for the sins of his people and proved his victory over sin by being resurrected from the dead, Jesus, therefore, has authority to lend this victory to whoever would grab hold of it. Jesus' resurrection power can change everything in a marriage, freeing each spouse to live not for themselves, but for the wider purposes of God. Resurrected people don't act the same. The concerns that once preoccupied them fade into lesser importance. Tendencies that were once glaring don't stick out as much. Differences that once seemed insurmountable lose their threat. The couple suddenly becomes aware of goodness they'd been overlooking, hidden graces in the other, higher purposes in working through conflict, deeper joy in laboring through the bleak seasons. Insight into those different seasons a marriage can go through is why this book will be so helpful to you. Some couples you counsel will need you to think carefully about sustaining their marriage, helping them to move from anger with each other to actually caring about and empathizing with each other. Others will need biblical healing, finding gospel hope together through Christ's grace and truth. Some will need the hard work of reconciling, repenting of sinful actions and attitudes, and granting forgiveness to each other. Still others require the work of biblical guiding, leaning into Christ's resurrection power to put on new, Christ-like ways of relating to each other. A good counselor will meet a couple where they're at, but won't let them stay there. In gospel-centered marriage counseling, Dr. Bob Kelleman will guide you as you guide them. I'd encourage you to follow along with him. His approach is not typical, and that's why it's so uniquely helpful in relating the gospel to the heart of the marriage relationship. Jeremy Pierre, Ph.D., Chair of the Department of Biblical Counseling and Family Ministry, Lawrence and Charlotte Hoover Associate Professor of Biblical Counseling, Southern Baptist Theological Seminary. Series Introduction. As an equipper of pastors and counselors, I hear all the time how intimidating marriage and family counseling is. Recently, an experienced pastor shared with me, "Marriage counseling? I'm clueless. I feel like I'm standing in traffic on an expressway with cars going both ways, half of them the wrong way, most of them swerving out of control. I have no idea how to move from my good theology of marriage to actually helping the troubled couple sitting in front of me. Family counseling? Don't even get me started on that. By the time family members get to me, they're so angry that they aren't listening to each other, and half the time they don't even want to listen to me." The purpose of this 2-book series: Filling the Gap. The contemporary Christian would churn out books, great books, on marriage and the family. Theory of marriage and family? Tons of books. Books for couples? Scores of books. Books on the family and parenting? Boatloads. However, even in the biblical counseling world, we have next to nothing available about procedures, the how-to of counseling hurting couples and families. Pastors and counselors desperately need help in relating their theology to marital messes and family chaos. They need training manuals on the nuts and bolts of the procedures and processes of helping the couple or family sitting in front of them. Gospel-centered marriage counseling and gospel-centered family counseling step into this void.